myself and Steve were cleaning out his enclosure because all the debris was going up against the fence and we didn't want it to go over.
Slowly.
Crocs on the Sunshine Coast. So we're in the water, 9 o'clock at night, waist deep water, throwing the debris over the fence, and Graham snuck up behind me, really big whack hold me, hit me into the fence, took a few chunks out of me, and if you're going to get attacked by a crocodile and you want someone with you at that time, it's Steve, and Steve jumped on Graham and got him off me, and I was okay. So, yeah, pretty amazing croc, and if it wasn't for Steve, I wouldn't be here, let me tell you.
That's an amazing story, and it's very sobering. You stop and think, Wes has 7 horrific holes in his backside. Think with what you healed up night.
Look him.
Here's that last minute nasty one. Anyway, you really got to go at some point, Spike. Spike's like, huh?
Animal Planet, Coco.
Now what we want to do is show you what not to do in croc country. Whatever you do, don't go anywhere near the water's edge. And absolutely never enter the water with the crocodile.
Okay, crocs are very, very easy animals to avoid as long as you're not stupid enough to do this. Once you enter the water of a crocodile, you're in their territory. I think the main thing that catches people is the fact that normally the water's dirty. So there's no actually way of knowing where the crocodile is. A 16-foot croc can move through knee deep water without making a ripple. So the key is stay out of the water and you won't have a problem.
Come on, Graham. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Qué grandazo, ¿verdad? Le saqué el brazo, concha su madre.
Looking at the big bit.
Who are you calling the big bit? Woo! You are a beautiful crocodile, Graham. You're a very big boy. Okay, Wes, go across the creek, but show him your mom. And have a look at the size of it. And that's
Opa. Huevón, tan cerquita, weón.
Way to go, Wes. Savor the memories, Graham. That was a beautiful thing. I think we might have even learned a new word from these lessons.
Es un cocodrilo ya aburrido. Ya sabe su papel ya.
Here we go. Now, crocodiles don't just strike from the water's edge. They can also come vertically out of the water nearly their whole body length. It's important to remember if you're in croc country, don't sit on a limb over the river in case this guy's underneath. Crocs can come vertically out of the water nearly their whole body length if the water is deep enough.
Now this guy's got around about 3,000 pounds per square inch jaw pressure. Let me tell you, I know. And if he misses the food and grabs Terry, he'll just squash it down to a couple of centimetres, which will blow out either end.
Thanks, Wes. We know blowing out either end today. Here we go. Woo! We've got his very favorite, a rat burger.
Pretty cool, actually.
Una rata,
Not
¿no?
fresh from the food court, Robert.
Que es un bocadito.
He's very grumpy today.
He is grumpy.
Let's get Vinny to feed it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Provóquenlo. Eso es.
Provóquenlo. Run away. Okay, Vinny, be careful. He's grumpy.
I love feeding crocs with Vinny. He's like an outrunner.
Uy, la chiquita, huevona. Yo creo que la chiquita se estaba jugando también de... Ay, que su viejo sea tu viejo, pero...
Oh, good job, Vinny. He's clear out. Way to go.
Es lo mejor, ¿no? Uy, no le gusta, huevón.
Woo! Excellent. Now, I'm looking at you.
He's looking at you.
Well done.
Flojo también. Y no te digo que ya está burguesado.
Oh, he's a happy crop.
Big hands for Vinny. Good work, Vinny.
Está flojo ese cocodrilo ya.
Hey, Bird, you're not the sharpest.
Engreído.
Yeah, go. I thought that's
se lo come la
supposed to work. Okay, now good work, Vinny. The thing to remember about crocodiles is they don't run out on the highway and death throwing out your Land Rover. I can be pretty comfortable. I can lay here, get up and get out of the way quicker than he can run, because he's built like a torpedo, not like a greyhound. He's got these little tiny legs. You know, he can get a bit of speed up on land, but I can move backwards faster than he can move forwards. Where they are quick is in and around the water's edge. This guy can come from the water to where he is now in the blink of an eye. So as long as you stay away from the edge of the water, you take it into account 30, you won't have a problem. Now, crocs attack for two reasons. One is for food and one is for territory. But softies are very territorial, so they're very much like us. If someone came into your house, fellas, in the middle of the night, crept in and grabbed your wife, what would you do? What was that? No. Let me rephrase that. If someone came into your house in the middle of the night and stole your beer out of the fridge, what would you do? That's right, you call the police or you shoot them. Jokes aside though, stay out of the river, especially at night. You'll never have a problem. If you want to go, make sure you go in a good sized tinny. Night time, late afternoon and early morning is not a good time, but as long as you follow those few rules, you won't have a problem with crocodiles. They're so important for the environment and easy to avoid. Good boy.
He's a very good boy. Can you put your crocodile back in the water?
Here we go. Come on, Birdie Beat. Hey, mate. Come, mate.
Yeah, there we go. Graham is awesome. Now let's set up a bit of a scenario for you. Imagine, if you will, you're in North Queensland and it's a hot day. It's in the 30s today. We're at the Sea Irwin Wildlife Reserve on the Wenlock River. The crocs are hungry. They're plodding along the bottom, sensing the vibration of any animal that might approach the water's edge. Today, Graham senses a huge feral pig.
Puta, que le están dando una piernaza de Sancho, ¿no? Con chasmar,
wearing shorts, which confuses the croc, but he wants to strike anyway. The pig is too close. The croc strikes. He grabs the pig. He misses the pig, but the pig's really thirsty, so the pig goes back. He grabs the pig, tries to get the pig back in the water, but the pig really doesn't want to go in the water. So the crocodile violently head shakes, trying to dislodge that pig. If all else fails, he's going to have to death roll. So let's see if that pig can fight violently enough. Death roll! You little ripper! We've got a death roll. The pig got away. The pig's going, wow, I didn't get my cool drink. I'm just going to go back to the river. And the croc grabs the pig again. The pig goes, ow, I got to figure this out. And the pig continues struggling for his life. And the crocodile is trying to take him to the bottom and drown him very quickly. But that darn pig just won't drown. So the crocodile keeps playing tug-of-war. The croc can hold his breath for a very long time. In a relaxed state, Graham can hold his breath for hours. And a pig, struggling, can only hold his breath for a short amount of time. And that's what the crocodile counts on, being able to overpower that food item and take it to the bottom. Thinking about it, 2 death rolls! That's awesome! 2 death rolls. You're very lucky today. You don't always get to see a crocodile's tummy. They have a pretty white tummy. They don't need that dark camouflage on their tummy because that's always towards the ground. He's done really good with that pig. He's hanging on, and he gets his lunch. Way to go, guys! Woo! Graham, you're a clever boy. Look at you with that big pig you caught all by yourself. Now, although crocodiles have very long, sharp, penetrating teeth, about 64 of them, those teeth are designed for holding on to flesh. They're not designed for chewing. So he can't chew up that piece of food. What he's got to do is he's got to recover from that fight, and then he's going to tip his head up and swallow that food item down whole. He's got to hold his head high out of the water because crocodiles have a backwards tongue. It's attached at the front and lifts up at the back, forming the palatal valve. If he were to swallow underwater, water would rush down his throat and he'd have a hard time. So when he gets ready to juggle that around and swallow it, his head will go up, his tail will counterbalance, and it's a beautiful thing to watch him just swallow that down. Still recovering. Wes, you did an amazing job. But I have to tell you, there's something you might not know about crocs that I can fill you in on. Right now, at this point in the show, he's supposed to take his food and eat it and go home. But you see, he's got to get through this labyrinth, this maze of canal systems. And he's hesitating. And the reason he's stopping is because he's thinking to himself, crikey, I'm a male. What if I get lost? I can't stop and ask for directions.